Hey everybody, Randy here with an all-new Geek World Order video. And today I'm coming to you with another toy review. And I am really looking forward to taking a look at this figure I just got today. It is the Transformers Studio Series 86 Perceptor. And man, this figure is really cool. I love it. So let's start with the box. I already taken him out of the box, but he's got his box and he's got some artwork and he looks very happy. There he is, and he's got some product shots on the back, all that good stuff, bio information. May as well look inside the box a little bit. There might be instructions in here. Okay, there are. They were hidden behind the box art, because the Studio 86 figures, or really Studio figures in general, have these backdrops that come with the figures. Perceptor's is from the Battle at Autobot City, where he's first seen in the movie. And yes, there are instructions in there, but I don't really use the instructions. I just go find a YouTuber who's already got this figure well ahead of me. They get some from their affiliate deals or whatever, and that's how I learned how to transform these guys. But let's take a look at Perceptor. And honestly, man, this alt mode looks really, really good. And we'll get into that in a minute here, but some interesting things with the transformation. He looks really, really good. His coloring is great. Like, the sculpt is great. Head sculpt is just kind of, he just has a whatever expression. And let's see. He's got the full cannon mount there. You may not be able to see it very well in the video, but basically, it's not really a functioning microscope where, you can't twist the little knobs like on some of the other versions of Perceptor in the past, but they did at least put the clear plastic, so technically you can kind of look through it. You don't see much. It's really kind of substandard plastic, and it doesn't function like previous versions of Perceptor do. But overall, like, the coloring is great. He's got the great sculpted little details and all the good stuff. He's got his blaster, and he's got all of his different alt modes. They even make it so that you can do the tank mode. Kind of one of those things that was kind of a fan mode, if you will, back in the day on the G1 Perceptor. Power of the Primes Perceptor, this guy, they make it so you can kind of do that as an official alt mode. So, and really, I love how they've worked with this guy. He's got like no kibble on him. Yeah, the 86 series especially has been really good about keeping the kibble to a minimum, if any. So great representation of Perceptor here. And just, you've got the tilt on the microscope, and can you just hear that ratchety goodness? Man, I just love it, because that just takes me back to being a child, playing with Transformers. So many of them had those ratcheting sounds. But yeah, let's go ahead and get him into his alt mode. Transformation is fairly easy. Take his gun out of his hand. So there's a number of places you can start. We can always start with the fist here. Basically, they just unloosen and fold all the way in there. And they actually got a nice little detail here. They've actually kind of covered up that outside groove. And then basically same thing on the other side. Okay, yeah, I've played with this thing a few times, so that particular fist has been loose on me all day. So now what you're going to do is you are going to take the arms and just pull them down for a moment, just like that. Now you are going to take the assembly that is and just turn it on its side like that. Now, what you'll do with the head is you'll actually just pull it back. Literally just does that. But also, the head is on a full ball socket. So basically, and it just snaps into place. So basically, you can just take it and make it so that it's more not showing the head in alt mode. Now what you can do is on this, basically this side and this side are going to match. And then you see on the shoulder there's a tab, there's a slot right there. Literally, it's all just going to come together like this. We'll tab into the slot. Did I actually get it? Okay, I did. So basically you're going to have that. And basically the arms, you're going to rotate them here so that that part is up. And you'll see that there is a tab right there, or a slot actually. And then there's a tab up here. And yeah, basically, all right. And just same thing on the other side. Just squeeze them together in there. And so at this point, I have also dubbed this an unofficial fan mode for this thing. Because I got to this point, I was like, this kind of looks like some kind of sentry drone with like a laser gun for a head. So I'm calling this an unofficial alt mode. This is my contribution to the world of Transformers. Half transformed, alternate mode. The Perceptor drone. Guardian sentry with a giant freaking laser beam on its head. Basically, the rest of it is super easy. Take the feet. Basically, they just go. Literally, they just come forward like that. And great little sculpted detail there with the tank treads. And then on the side, you can see them a little bit better there. Basically, you fold the legs up like that. Gonna have Perceptor do a split. And then just below the thigh swivel, there's actually another bend. So you can actually do that. And it bends each way, because we'll need to do that in a few minutes in the other mode. But you just take the legs, do that. And then the chest piece here, which is a very nice piece. It's actually got some translucent plastic in it, so you see his Autobot symbol very well. So literally, you just go in and you pull it down like that. There is Perceptor in his microscope mode. And of course, you can just aim that bad boy down. Once again, it makes that lovely, beautiful ratcheting sound, which is amazing. So, G1 reminiscent. So, there's the official microscope mode. And as we saw on the back of the package, the official tank mode, basically, you're gonna have that part tilted up. And basically, you see these tabs on the blue here. Try to get a better view of them. Right there. It's basically, all you're going to do is you're going to take the leg. You're going to rotate it around to the other side. You're going to do it on both sides there. And probably should have shown you. Yeah. Basically, on here, there is a corresponding tab. Right there. There. Sorry, trying to do this in the camera. But basically, you'll just kind of fold the leg up a little bit and tab into slot. And doing this on camera is not the easiest thing ever. But second verse, same as the first. As a YouTuber I watch says. So basically, let me just make sure everything is in there, aligned properly. But yeah, there is Perceptor in his tank mode. So he can do all the pew pew bang bang. So yeah, there he is in the mode. So honestly, this toy is really cool. You got some options. Of course, you got the gun's got a peg, so you could store it here. In the microscope mode, you could do it. You could plug it in one of the arms, one of the slots on the arms, and then some other options. Let me just get him back into his robot mode real quick, because probably one of my favorite options on this thing in terms of the weapon storage, actually. Oh, right. So, is that he has a nice little slot on the back. He's actually got he does have a hole right there on his back. So when we get to that, he's gonna, all right, he's actually able to get it without putting something in there. Basically just pull the head up, rotate it, you can transform him. And then actually, probably the nicest thing about this figure is that if you don't want to have him displayed, you can literally just put the gun in his back. And that's probably one of the cleanest weapon storages I have seen on a Transformer. So if you want to display him in the robot mode without him holding his gun, you can easily just put it there. And actually, it does a really nice job of filling out the back and really giving it a good, not super empty look. I mean, displaying this, hopefully they'll come out maybe an upgrade kit to fill in the hole right there, and maybe fill in the hole on the back. But otherwise, this is a really good figure. Like, I am very happy with the articulation. Look at those arms. You know, the head's got good movement. He's got all sorts of posability. Like, and because of this crazy thing, he's got like this weird knee bend, so he can do like a flying kick. You know, because obviously Perceptor is known for doing a flying kick, but hey, those are the things I discovered while I was playing with this figure today. But so yeah, Karate Master Perceptor flies through the air and just delivers devastating side kicks. So yeah, but you know, the whole transformation, he's got a whole waist swivel there, and actually, so over 90 degrees on the leg, on the ankle there, or yeah, the knee, sorry. And he does, even though like there's no, like, he doesn't do anything for transformation, he can like pivot out the ankle to this. And there's no use of the ankle at all in transformation. So really they just gave us a lot of articulation in this guy, which is kind of what we expect out of the Studio Series 86. But overall, this is not a complicated figure. The transformation is super easy. It's a great likeness to the G1 Perceptor. He looks like he just stepped right out of the movie. And this is just such a great figure. I love it. Like, I'm just super happy they made this figure. Like, the Studio Series are basically like little mini masterpiece figures. Like I said, if maybe they included some side pieces for displaying him in robot mode, just to kind of fill in a couple of those holes, man. But otherwise, like, the whole 86 line so far has been great. I love the Jazz figure. That might be one of my favorite Transformers of all time now. But they have been really knocking it out with the, even in just like the, even in some of the mainline stuff like Kingdom is great. Like, I would put my Kingdom Cyclonus next to the Studio Series Scourge, and it would look like they're there. Like, they've just been really nailing the G1 likeness on the last couple waves, and I think that's really going to start showing up more as we get more of the legacy figures, because even some of the ones like I haven't been able to find in stores yet, like Dragstrip and Skids, they look great. I just found the Kickback, and that is wow. Like, they're really getting the engineering to make it look like these guys are stepping right out of the G1 cartoon, and I love it. Just, it's like these are the ultimate versions of these figures, which for the price we're paying for them now, that's what I expect to see, is give me that perfection. Give me the best possible figure we can get. And I think the Transformers line is doing great. I love the figures we're getting. And if we keep getting figures like this that are just awesome and look like they stepped right out of the G1 cartoon, sign me up. This is what I want in my Transformers. This is why I collect these things. Man, I cannot recommend this figure enough. It's amazing. As far as like a direct to retail, mass consumer, mass produced figure, this is wow. Like, this may be a contender of mine for figure of the year. Just, this is how much I was impressed with this figure upon opening the package. So I have really high, I don't know if I want to say high expectations, but I'm very excited about what the Transformers line has to offer this year. So this is just awesome. But I think that'll do it for this review, guys. So please, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment on the video. Of course, subscribe if you hadn't. And I will see you next time, guys.